Happy Thanksgiving, Andrew.
Gobble, 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 gobble.
Oh, that's a throwback to when we found that Thanksgiving. You found that Thanksgiving song a few years back
so,
because we
you
were
know,
all talking about like, how is there no Thanksgiving songs?
so I, you know what I found between then and there? I found a better Thanksgiving song, and it's called, oh God, I need to find the name because it's going to trip people out. Thanksgiving
Oh
song.
boy.
And it's, hold on, I need to type it. Oh, my, turkey in my belly. That's one of the lyrics. It's called, yeah, Gobble Gobble by Matthew West. And the lyric is it's so stupid. It's oh my, get the turkey in my belly. Oh my, with the cranberry jelly. Oh my, come and sing it. Happy Thanksgiving. And it is every lyric is about like mashed potatoes and stuff, and it's brutal.
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so playing that
Dude.
on Thursday.
So me and my cousins discovered it when we were coming up last year. And then every day at the table during Thanksgiving, you'd be like, "Oh my, get the turkey in my belly!" It's so brutal. Thank you
Well,
to our
there's
other
gonna
sponsor,
be
Matthew West, for a song "Gobble Gobble."
there's gonna be plenty of turkey at my house. So we got like a total of 12 people that are gonna be here. So I put in for Kettle Range does they source a heritage bronze breed pastured, no hormone, no antibiotic, like killer bird, right?
Yeah.
So I put in for the 19 to 21 pound group because I was like, all right, if I put into 15 to 18 and I get a 15er, that might be a little light, you know. So I'll, I'll put in for 19 to 21 and, hope I just get like a 19. I went
Yeah.
and picked up the bird today. It's currently in a brine in my refrigerator.
I'm assuming
It
assuming it wasn't
was
frozen. Is it thawed bird?
no fresh, never frozen.
That makes it so
So
much
it
easier.
probably
That makes it so much
just
easier.
got slaughtered over the weekend.
Yep.
So perfect, right? The only issue I had was I went and picked up the bird and it was 23.38 pounds.
Oh God, it's gonna be a long cook.
Yeah. So, considering I'm smoking it
Oh yeah.
at about 250 for most of the cook session, that's about half an hour a pound, but I'm going to crank it up towards the end to get the skin to crisp up.
Yeah.
Uh, but yeah, I'm currently on Thanksgiving getting up at 12:30 a.m.
Oh
to have
boy.
the turkey in the smoker by 1:30 a.m. to have it out of the smoker by 12:30 for a half an hour rest and then carving. So,
If I ever did that and woke up at midnight on Thanksgiving to start smoking something, I'd be in a severe risk of getting myself accidentally hammered. Just as I'm waiting there for hours, just be like, "Well, I guess I'll have a beer." 2 hours in, I'd be like, "You know what? I'm not gonna have a
right.
beer." I'd get bored. I'd be like, "I'll crack one." And next thing you know, it's 12 hours later, and I'm just tanked at the carving the turkey. Like, guys, I don't know what happened to me. I was carving the turkey.
So the one nice thing is due to the weather, I've decided not to use the offset. I'm going to use the electric smoker. And so that I just have to add wood chips to like every 45 minutes. So I'm going to have a nice chunk of peaceful time at the house where I can work on a couple of side projects during those 45 minutes to keep myself awake, be down here on the computer, while the bird's smoking and set a timer every time I have to go add wood chips and call it a day.
Is your smoker set up on your patio right outside the door?
No, I'm actually going to set it up right outside the garage. So
Well, you can still pop right up in there. Yeah.
yeah, it's easier for uh, electrical access to do it
Sure.
up there, and the wind
A little
tends
more
to be
shielding.
worse in my
Yeah.
backyard than up on my driveway. So I'm gonna do it up there with the potential storm or high winds and everything and low temps we have coming in. Probably wrap some cardboard around the electric smoker to help it keep temp and
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, right before me and Matt hopped on this podcast, my dad, of course, calls me warning me about the weather. So if you're listening today and you got any travel plans and you're in Wisconsin, sounds like it might be a little nasty out there. And I'll be on the roads
that's
too.
on.
So
They'll be listening on Thanksgiving, and the bad day is supposed to be the day before Thanksgiving.
I think it's supposed to be bad on the
it should be
weekend
fine.
too, as well.
Yeah. It's a little iffy weather weekend, but the weathermen are wrong 50% of the time.
Yeah,
so
just keep yourself safe out there, guys, while you're traveling, as always. But yeah, especially with some gnarly Wisconsin weather coming through, just to make Thanksgiving interesting.
Right, for sure. Well, let's run the intro and get into this short but sweet episode.
All right, ready? Gobble gobble one, gobble gobble two. Gobble, gobble me. Gobble, gobble you. Gobble, gobble 3. Gobble, gobble 4. Gobble, gobble, please. Give me some more. Oh, my. No, that's another lyric from the song. Sorry, it's stuck in my head. It's just running on repeat. All right, I'm going to hit the tune.
Jeez.
Loosen up your ties and roll up your sleeves. It's time for fellowship with Matt and Andrew. The views and opinions expressed on this podcast are not necessarily the views and opinions of the Grand Lodge of Wisconsin or any other Grand Lodge or any appended body.
Of course, I'm sick, too. Let's just add that to the Thanksgiving day.
Of course. We should also probably apologize to our listeners for unceremoniously missing an episode last week. Sorry about that, guys.
I think you probably need to tell them how hunting went, because that's probably what they're curious about. As we took a break off, there's just so much going on, especially with hunting and Thanksgiving, so we had to take a week, but I figured they wanted to know how to go.
Well, opening weekend went all right. It was a good time of fellowship, as always. The cribbage games were flowing. The laughs and good times were flowing. I was the only one to see any deer, and I could have shot both of them, but wisely let them walk right on by and took a couple of pictures of them, because I'm pretty sure the last spot had fallen off of both of them about 5 feet before they walked out in front of me. They were both just teeny tiny.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, so, I'll save you for next year.
I was like, thanks for visiting, but you guys get a pass.
You live this time. You get shot with my camera instead to prove that I saw something.
Right, exactly. Yeah, but they were small. I had a really large pileated woodpecker hanging out with me that morning too, though. So that was
that's
cool.
Kind of fun.
It was like seeing those guys just doing their thing on trees. So,
did you hear what I saw the other day? Where when I came home from work, I saw 3 eagles hanging out in a tree by my house.
No, that's super cool, though.
So I get out of my car while we're doing Time for Birds with Matt and Andrew, as you're talking about woodpeckers. Last week, I get out of my car. I'd gone to meet with some coworkers for some drinks. I step out of the car and I hear a strange bird call, and I go, huh. I was like, I haven't heard that before. I listen again. I go, that's an eagle. And I go, So I walk across the street, and there's a little path, and I walk onto the path, and I see a big bird sitting up in a tree, and I go, oh. And so I pull out my Merlin app, which to our listeners, Merlin is a way you can track birds and listen to their calls and stuff. So I play the call back at it, and its head whips and stares at me, and it swoops at me as I'm playing the bird call. And I go, oh my God, this is it. I'm going to be murdered by an eagle. And it swoops about 6 feet above my head, and I was like, that is an eagle. And so I keep playing calls, and it's like looking for me. It's trying to find its mate, which it didn't know was me. And so it's doing laps. And it keeps going back to that tree. And so it goes off, and it's doing like a lap, trying to figure out where the sounds came from. And a second one flies over, and I go, is that the same one? And then the other one swoops back. Now there's 2. And I go, oh my God, there's 2 eagles. And so then I'm like, whoa. And then I keep playing it, and then they're fighting each other because they're pissed because they want to figure out who this is. And a third eagle flies in, and this is in, suburbs of South Milwaukee of sorts. Well, basically Milwaukee proper in its own right to a certain extent. And they're just up in this tree. There's 3 eagles. And I sat out there and was playing sounds for a long time in the hours of the night. And so then I'm all excited because no one wants to, I can share this to no one. I see a dude pass me walking his dog and I go, hey man. And he thinks I'm going to mug him like for sure. He like jumps, pulls headphones, like, what do you want from me? And I go, there's 3 eagles in that tree. And he goes, I don't care. And I go, you don't care that there's 3 eagles in the tree in this part of town? He's like, no. And I just go, oh my God. And I just started. So I scared the guy too. He wasn't excited. I just wanted someone to be excited.
So he ended up walking away thinking you were a crazy person. All right.
He thought I was definitely like on meth or something. So and I was like, well, I was just excited about the birds, but it's fine. I mean, 3 eagles. I've never seen 3 eagles in the same spot. I see them flying around occasionally, but
while we're on time for birds, I am happy to report that. So last winter, Olivia and I discovered that we had 2 great horned owls that would hang out from time to time in the cottonwood tree right near the back line of our property. And I'm happy to report that last night they were officially back. And those things, and the reason I know they're back is because they hoo so loud that you can hear them in the house. And I was like, oh, they're back.
So not to try to tack onto your story and steal your thunder, that same time with those eagles, a great horned owl flew by, but that bad boy lives in the area occasionally.
Nice.
And the thing was, I realized lately there's a murder of crows that lives in the area, but I hadn't seen them in like a month. And I have to believe with the owl and a convocation, by the way, that's what a group of eagles is called, a convocation of eagles is living in the area. So they were probably like, all right, this is, if there's 1 eagle, a crow would be like, I can kind of watch out. If there's 3, they're going to be, oh my God, okay. There's a big predator.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
All right. Well, our listeners did not come here for time for birds.
They came for time for dog poop picking up. Dog poop picking up has been a little different lately because I'm not out in the yard as much, so there's substantially more dog poop, which means that the risk of me stepping in it has gone way up.
I'm super excited for the end of season 2 because the end of season 2 will come with the end of the dog poop and the baby birding jokes because we won't be able to call back to them in season 3.
Never say never.
We'll get new listeners.
Never say never.
Get new listeners.
Then they'll be brought into the joke and they'll go back to it.
They are over. Those end with the season.
Well, we'll see. But yeah. So for our listeners, traditionally the Thanksgiving episode is our season finale wrap up. Usually Matt and I, last week was an anomaly that we took off. Usually we would have done last week, this week, and then we hit our end of season, which is today. We take the next month off to focus on Christmas, to recharge our old batteries, and then we come back in January for season 3. So, as is tradition on this episode, we're gonna take a trip down memory lane a little bit. What do you think?
Yeah. No, it was a fun season, I feel like. Fraught with some scheduling difficulties at times. Both got really busy. But it was a fun season. We definitely had some firsts. We had an author on the show.
Yep, we had our first author. Yeah, I mean, what was interesting with this season, which I think is kind of fun when, we were doing our 100th episode recap or whatever, and we were listening to all the old episodes. The listeners really get to listen to us go through our entire Masonic career, where, in season 1, we had so much more time. And then in season 2, you watch us all pick up all sorts of problems as far as life changes and then responsibilities in the craft. And so, it all changes with time too. But yeah, this was a fun season, and it was our first time ever doing an official new season. What do you think
right.
Who do you think, here's a pop quiz, who do you think was our first guest of season 2?
Oh, first guest of season 2.
Aired January 23rd.
January 23rd was the first time we had a guest on, huh?
For season 2, because we had our Welcome to Season 2 episode. We had one called Busy Bees, and then our first guest.
Was it one guest or multiple guests?
It was just one.
Was it Matt Adrian?
Nope. Twas.
Who was it?
Our longtime listener and good friend, brother Lee Manuel.
Lee was our first guest. Well, wait, you weren't there for that one, so Lee was my first guest.
Our show's first guest, yes.
That was a great episode, too, with Lee. I absolutely love that episode. We got to have him on again. He's definitely on the list for season 3.
Yep. I mean, yeah, this season was fun. There's a lot of great memories. We had Worshipful Brother Gary Byer come on. That was a fun one. Oh, yeah. Doesn't that feel like that was so long ago? But it was only.
It does.
Yeah.
We had Worshipful Brother Kurt Campagna on too, didn't we? In season 2 here.
I think that was season 1. I think that was season 1.
No, I think that was season 2. For sure.
I think that was season 1.
Very interesting podcast.
Season 1, 51.
Content right here.
Season 1, episode 51. Interview with the Jolly
really?
Pirate. Yeah, he was wrapping up our end of season.
Wow. Okay. So he wrapped up the end of season. Oh, you know what though? What did happen in season 2? Jan and Blaine.
Yeah, we had the Jan and Blaine episode. That's a great one if anyone hasn't listened to him.
Right. The ultimate expression of brotherhood. And everybody's favorite podcast guest and co-host, unofficial co-host, was on this season. Because if I hear one more time that the episode with Olivia is someone's favorite episode, I'm going to scream.
Yeah, we'll have to get her on season 3.
Yeah.
But it'll just be me and her that time.
All right. No, yeah, you two can have at it. Go for it. You two record an episode. I will sit back and take a week off.
I'm fine with it. You deserve a week off once in a while. But yeah, I mean, it was a fun season. Thank you to our listeners for tuning in. What do you think you enjoyed the most about season 2?
The chaos of it? No, I I mean, we were literally just trying to find our way through this season, so it was interesting. I would actually have to say I made a comment about this just a second ago, but I would actually have to say sitting down and doing that episode with Olivia was probably my favorite moment because it was really kind of fun. So
yeah, I think for me, I mean, yeah, this season has been a complex one because for our listeners, we might always sound so professional at all times, like we have our stuff together. But this season, Matt and I were so busy and still are with so much stuff going on in Lodge and in life that it was, 2 hours before the episode released, it's us recording it rapidly in the middle of the night, just like now, just being like, we got to get this out. And that's why you saw sometimes some larger gaps between guests, which we're hoping in season 3 to get a little more consistent on the guest scheduling. But we still had a lot of guests this season too. But yeah, it was really a lot of, with me now moving officially elected as incoming master of my lodge and all that stuff, and our stuff with our kids.
God help us all.
Yeah, God help us all. You guys did it to yourselves. It was kind of a complex season, but even though we kind of cobbled together with new white hairs, there was a lot of really, really fun episodes. I mean, think about the one with we had Brian Johns on. That was a fun episode.
Yeah, that was good. Napoleon.
Yep.
Chad Kapinski.
We joined the 9 o'clock toast and had a unique dynamic
Yeah.
content. So there was a lot of still fun stuff we did along the way. And so I really enjoyed this season, even if it was a little less organized than our generally professionally unprofessional scheduling. It was even pretty, we're pushing the boundaries. Yeah.
Big shout out to Studio 357 too. They were one of our big guests of season 2. Love those guys over there. Be glad to have you guys on again.
Not to mention
the Third Degree
and the Traveling Man podcast.
Jim Hall.
On with Jim Hall. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Shout out to, you know, we're going to talk about what we're thankful for this year as well, in the mood for Thanksgiving. And I would like to say, because I think this is worth calling out in the moment, is I'm thankful for all of our Masonic podcaster community. You know, the Third Degree podcast, 357, the Traveling Man podcast, the At Refreshment podcast,
that other Masonic podcast,
all of our friends. We've really formed a little podcaster community in the Midwest-ish area somehow. I guess they're all technically in the Midwest. The lines get blurry though. All those podcasts.
They do.
Yeah.
But, you know, close enough to the Midwest. So.
Yeah, and so that was awesome, and I'm thankful for all my podcasting brothers.
Oh, yeah. No, and, you know, we've said it before, so not to beat a dead horse, but it is amazing the community that has begun to develop, and continues to develop around Masonic podcasting, in that we're not in competition with each other, but want to lift each other up, promote each other's shows. And we have this great little community going where now not only can we call them fellow brothers and fellow podcasters, but we can call a lot of these guys friends. And, you know, it's really huge. Actually, it's made Masonry in other states feel so much closer, whereas it kind of felt removed and distant before, and now it's, you know, much like going to the cave. Like when you get to experience brothers from other states, it just brings it all together and makes the world feel smaller, I guess.
Oh, dude, absolutely. And I mean, like, if you think of like the first time when we hopped on with the Third Degree podcast, with, you know, Sam and Gabe and doing all that stuff, it was like we were just getting to know each other. And then the second time we meet on with them, we just join on all big smiles. You know what I mean? Just be like, "What up, boys?"
Yeah. No, so that part has been great, and that continues to grow, and I'm excited to see what the future holds for that, because I really feel like there is more we can do with that, you know, whether it be like a podcasting convention or something like that. I feel like there's more that we can do with that, and to help promote and encourage each other and things like that. So
yeah, absolutely. And what else am I thankful for? I'm not thankful for that I'm sick for like the 13th consecutive time. I'll tell you that. My brain is getting a little fuzzy, but I'm gonna just pretend. That's why I'm talking
obviously
about gobble gobble me, gobble gobble you, because my brain feels like
you're right.
Like a bit of
obviously
like a jar of
we are
pudding in my belly.
We are both. I'm gonna speak for my co-host here and say that we are both thankful for our wives, children, and the rest of our families, so that we can get that out of the way.
I think I have to also say it, so I'm on the record. I'm also thankful for my wife, family, and my kid, and everybody who supports me. And so it's held up in a court of law. I'd let them know it was said.
You know, while you think of something else, I would like to say that I am thankful for new opportunities this year. With the having been asked to be a district representative for District 12 here, that was a new opportunity that I'm extremely grateful for and having just an absolute blast doing. And I'm also thankful for an opportunity we have coming up in February, which is going to be a very, very piece of dynamic content for the show, and something that I think we get to be the first ones doing. Don't you? I don't think they've had a podcast there yet.
I think that with Masonic podcasts being so new, and you start seeing a lot of us podcasts starting to go to annual communications. It's a trend that's been going around. I think people are starting to realize that having a podcast at various events can be a fun entertainment factor and good for dynamic content. But do you want to make the announcement, my dude?
Sure. So in February of season 3, you will be getting content slightly delayed from the Conference of Grandmasters of North America, as we have been invited down to that annual convention to record some content, and hopefully we'll be able to grab a whole bunch of most worshipfuls and a bunch of right worshipfuls and anybody else who's there to be on the podcast. So it should be a great time. I am so excited for that. I think that's going to be great.
Well, and what makes it super special that we got invited is when the Conference of Grandmasters of America was in Milwaukee. Matt and I were both working at it in various capacities. Matt was running security, and I was with some brothers from Lodge running a merch booth. And we had...
Well, I was one of the people doing security. I was by no means running security.
I miss said it. You were running around doing security.
There we go.
No, let me correct that. So, yeah, he had a larger team with him too, and they did a good job keeping things, safe down at the Pfister Hotel, a very nice Milwaukee hotel. And, I went down, and same with Matt, every day for, God, how many days was that? 4? 3?
I think we were down there for 3 days, yeah.
3 days, wake up at 6 a.m., get in the car, set up, hang out there day to night, and it was such a privilege that time to go and to, even though we weren't going to the breakouts, we were just the people hanging out in the atrium, keeping things civil, but it was like we had such a good opportunity to meet so many really, really cool Masons from around the world, and it was awesome. So I'm excited that we got invited to do it in an even more fellowship-based kind of capacity.
Right. No, this is going to be really, really fun, and I'm really excited and interested to see who we're going to get to sit down on a mic with us, and I'm stoked. I think this is going to be really cool, and you like to bust out that cough every time I'm in the middle of saying something.
I thought I muted myself. I thought I muted. I clicked the button.
You did not. Yeah, well, it didn't work. I still heard you.
Maybe you could hear me, but not the people. Who knows? Well, that's the problem. Is when I stop talking and let you talk, I've been building a cough, and I have to get rid of it.
That's why I'm getting to talk so much on this episode, huh?
Yeah, because so for our listeners, Matt texted me because we're supposed to be on podcasting, and I'd fallen asleep on my son's floor trying to put him to bed because I'm sick, and I was trying to put him to bed. So I crawled out and crawled here. So I'm in a unique state. Just was asleep.
That's fine. We're gonna keep this one shorter than normal, anyways. I think our biggest thank you that we've missed so far is a big thank you to all of our listeners and all of the support you've given us over the just over 2 years that we've been doing this. We are eternally grateful for you guys and you sharing us with your friends and other brothers and everybody you know and helping this thing grow. We couldn't have done it without you. And thank you. And we hope we are bringing you the content you want and living up to your expectations.
And also, thank you for putting up with our silly antics. I would say that we're not always on topic. We are always just kind of having fun. And so thank you for putting up with all of our side shows, such as Time for Gardening with Matt and Andrew, Time for Dog Poop Matt and Andrew, Time for Smoking Meats with Matt and Andrew, Time for Hunting with Matt and Andrew, Time for Birds with Matt and Andrew, Time for Motorcycles with Matt and Andrew, also
time for Beards.
Yeah, Time for Beards with Matt and Andrew, and all what ones am I missing? All of our rabbit holes is we like to just enjoy sharing fellowship with all you guys. So thank you for putting up with our professionally unprofessional Masonic podcast.
Right. Exactly.
You know who else we need to thank? We should give a formal thank you. I'd like to give a formal thing that I'm thankful for the Grand Lodge of the state of Wisconsin for greenlighting us the last couple of years to allowing us to continuously make podcasts and create content that is showing off the lives of Masons in Wisconsin and elsewhere.
Right. Yeah, definitely everybody at the Grand Lodge who is a listener or, the 3 Grand Masters that have greenlit us to continue doing what we do. It is greatly appreciated. And then all the support that we get from the Grand Secretary is also greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. No doubt about it. What else are you thankful for? Gobble, gobble.
I'm thankful for this just shy of 23.5-pound bird that I'm about to smoke. That's going to be delicious.
I am thankful for I'm thankful for my lodge. I'm thankful even though I'm terrified to have to be in charge of stuff in 3 weeks. But I'm thankful that I've had such good mentorship and relationships with all of my officers, past, present, and future so far. And and I'm thankful for you too, buddy.
Oh, jeez. No, don't go there. There's nothing to be thankful about for me. Jeez. I'm usually the one that makes your life difficult.
I can be thankful for difficult.
I suppose I'm grateful for you as well. Jeez.
Your life would be less interesting. And probably less stressful.
That's debatable. On certain days, yes. On other days, no. No, I just, it's Thanksgiving and everybody always talks about, being grateful for this or that. And honestly, at this point, I just feel like I'm truly, even through the hard times, truly blessed in my life. And as many things as I said I'm thankful for so far, I don't think I could come up with everything I'm actually thankful for. I'm truly blessed, and Masonry is one of those blessings. Family is definitely one of those blessings, and it's just reflecting this year on like the past year and some of the hardships and some of the craziness and all that kind of stuff. At the end of the day, I still feel truly blessed, and I'm excited to see where this ride continues to go. This ride called life.
Yeah, heck yeah. I just feel congested. But, at the same time, I agree. I mean, we have the fun thing, like I mentioned earlier, is when you listen to from season 1 to this, like you do get to listen to us, like going down memory lane. I watch myself progress, and it is like life is good, like for the most part, even if it is stressful sometimes. And I like to bitch and moan sometimes. Sorry, pitch and moan with the P.
We all do. We all do.
But, it's at the same time, overall things are great. And, I have plenty to be thankful for. I'm thankful for those 3 eagles that I saw. I'm thankful
for well, you know what? Honestly, it's a holiday. Our listeners don't want to be listening to us. Let's wrap it up.
I do have one thing I want to plug before we kick it out. With it being Thanksgiving today, I did want to just do a quick plug for the Grand Master's Appeal for the Wisconsin Masonic Foundation. As you're thankful about all these good works that Masonry has been doing around the state of Wisconsin, and whether it's on Thanksgiving or December 3rd, the Day of Giving, if you are interested in supporting the hard work of the Wisconsin Masonic Foundation to basically use their Acts of Kindness program, which one of the larger goals is to continue to build out that program so that it can continue to give lodges the tools to help out in their communities. Please consider doing so. It's a great way to give back. You can find more information at wimasons.foundation. And that's wimasons.foundation for more info and a way to donate.
Excellent. That is a good call out. I appreciate that. But to our listeners, you have a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, whatever holiday it is that you celebrate in December, and we will talk to you again in January. If there's anything you need from us before then, feel free to shoot us a message on Facebook or email us at
timeforfellowship@gmail.com. Love you guys. See you guys in 2026 or 6026 ad luminum, whatever it is, ad luminas.
Take it easy and Happy New Year's.
All right, take care.